yourself when you wake up, before the emails, before the coffee, before the news? What is the very first voice you hear? Not outside, but inside your own mind. Because that voice, it sets the tone, it opens the door, it either invites in peace or fear, awareness or reactivity. And it's not just a voice, it's a choice, a direction for the rest of your day. But most people don't make that choice. They wake up and dive into the noise, into habits, into the same mental patterns that shaped the day before and the one before that. Comment below, do you ever wake up already feeling overwhelmed before the day even begins? You're not alone. But Buddhism offers us something profoundly simple, a shift, a moment of stillness, a morning pause to plant 5 quiet seeds in the soil of the mind, seeds that, if watered with intention, can transform not just your mood, but your choices, your relationships, and your entire day. These are not affirmations for performance. They are remembrances, gentle truths to tell yourself from your heart every single morning. The first, I have everything I need to begin again. This may sound simple, but pause, feel it. In a world that constantly tells you you're not ready, not enough, not there yet, this truth is radical. Right now, you have breath. You have awareness. You have the capacity to choose, to forgive, to step out of the past, to begin again, not tomorrow, not next year, but this very moment. The Buddha taught that each moment contains the potential for awakening, not later, not when you're more healed, more perfect, more enlightened. Now, and every morning, when you open your eyes, you are being offered that same invitation. Begin again. Begin with softness, with curiosity, with no need to prove yourself. Tell yourself gently, I don't need to carry yesterday. I don't need to fix everything. I just need to take one conscious breath and take one conscious step. There is no shame in beginning again. It is the essence of the path. The second nothing I hold on to is permanent. This is a hard one, but it's also the most freeing, because the mind is wired to cling to people, to plans, to identities. We wake up with worries not just about today, but about what we might lose or what might never change. But the Buddha reminded us that all things are impermanent. Your emotions, your thoughts, your relationships, your challenges, none of them are fixed. And if you remember this in the morning, you greet the day with openness, not control. You become less reactive to the things that would normally spiral you into stress. You learn to hold joy with reverence, but not fear. You learn to hold pain with gentleness, but not panic. Imagine waking up and telling yourself, nothing I hold on to is permanent. That includes this fear, this regret, this shame. That includes the story I keep repeating. And it also includes the beauty, the calm, the breath I am taking right now. So I will be here for all of it, without clinging, without running. This is presence. The third, today, I choose to meet others with compassion, not assumption. How many problems arise in our day because we assume the worst, that the driver cut us off on purpose, that the co-worker's tone meant disrespect, that the silence from a friend means we are being rejected. We assume, we project, and we suffer. But Buddhism invites a different posture, one of compassion, karuna, the willingness to see another's pain, even if they never speak it, the willingness to meet people not at the level of their behavior, but at the level of their suffering. Tell yourself in the morning, today, I will not jump to conclusions. I will not take everything personally. I will not react as if everything is about me. Instead, I will pause. I will listen. I will remember that everyone I meet is fighting a battle I cannot see. And when I forget, I will return to my breath. Because one breath is all it takes to interrupt the pattern of judgment and return to compassion. Compassion is not weakness. It is the greatest strength. The fourth, my worth is not defined by productivity. This might be the most important message in a world that measures your value by output. From the moment you wake up, you are told to get more done, to move faster, to perform better. And if you don't, you feel behind, unworthy, less than, but your being is not a to-do list. Your value is not in how much you cross off or how fast you move. Your value is in your presence, in your heart, in your honesty. Tell yourself in the morning, I am not here to prove myself. I am not a machine. I am a human being, a soul, a breath. If I do less today but do it with mindfulness and love, I have not failed. If I need rest today, it does not make me weak. If I fall behind, I can still return. The Buddha never hurried toward awakening. He walked the middle path. He invited presence, not pressure. And so can you. Let this truth shape your morning like a soft blanket. I am already enough. I will move with purpose, not panic, with clarity, not comparison. The fifth piece is always available to me in this moment, through this breath. You don't have to wait for everything to be solved. You don't have to wait until the traffic clears, the inbox empties, the phone stops ringing. You don't have to earn peace. You only need to remember that it lives within you, right here, right now. It's in the space between thoughts. It's in the pause between action. It's in the breath you can take even as the world rushes by. Tell yourself in the morning, I do not need to chase peace today. I only need to return to it. And when I forget, when I get caught in the noise, when the world pulls me into its urgency, I will pause. I will breathe. I will remember. The Buddha taught that the mind is like a candle in the wind, flickering with every gust of craving, fear, and distraction. But when we ground ourselves in awareness, the flame steadies. Peace is not out there. It is within, and it is always here when you return. 5 truths, 5 seeds, 5 choices to make every morning. I have everything I need to begin again. Nothing I hold on to is permanent. Today, I choose compassion over assumption. My worth is not defined by productivity. Peace is always available to me through this breath. You don't need a new life to feel new. You don't need everything to change. You just need to begin your day not with fear, but with truth. Not with rush, but with reverence. Say them aloud. Whisper them in silence. Write them down. Hold them in your breath. And when the world tries to make you forget, return. Because your day is not shaped by what happens to you. It is shaped by how you choose to meet it. And these 5 truths will meet it with grace. Because your day is not shaped by what happens to you. It is shaped by how you choose to meet it. And these 5 truths will meet it with grace. But grace must be practiced, and truth must be lived not just once, not just on good days, but moment by moment, in the real world, in traffic, in silence, in loneliness, in the middle of conflict. So now, let us walk through these 5 morning truths again, more slowly, more deeply, with the space to absorb them, to remember them, and to carry them through whatever today brings. The first: I have everything I need to begin again. You might wake up with shame, with regret about what you didn't do yesterday, what you said, what you avoided. Maybe you overslept, missed a call, hurt someone you love, or ignored what matters most. The mind will try to convince you that you failed, that it's too late, that you're behind. But Buddhism teaches us anicca, impermanence. The river never stops flowing, and neither do you. The past does not define the next breath. Only your awareness does. This is the sacred gift of each morning. You don't have to wait to reset. The moment you choose to pause, to breathe, to be honest with yourself, you are beginning again. So tell yourself, even in your lowest moments, I can begin again. I can begin again in this breath. I can start over even if I failed 5 minutes ago. I don't need to get everything right. I just need to return, and that return is your strength. The second: nothing I hold on to is permanent. If you are clinging to something, someone's approval, an old role, a dream that's no longer aligned, then part of you is frozen. Part of your energy is locked in a past that no longer exists, or a future that hasn't arrived. And that clinging becomes suffering. The Buddha compared this to holding onto a burning coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. In the process, you burn yourself. So each morning, you must ask gently, what am I holding on to? Is it helping me live with freedom today, or binding me to a yesterday I cannot fix? Maybe it's a relationship that needs space. Maybe it's the fear of letting your child grow up. Maybe it's the image of who you once were, the perfect student, the strong one, the selfless caretaker. All identities eventually melt. This doesn't mean you don't love, or care, or dream. It means you hold with tenderness, not with force. You let go, not to lose, but to love more clearly. Letting go is not rejection. It's release. It's trusting the flow of life more than your fear of change. The third: today, I choose to meet others with compassion, not assumption. You don't know what someone else is going through. You don't know the childhood they survived, the sleepless night they just had, the heartbreak they're not talking about. You don't know what shame they're carrying under their silence, and you don't need to. You only need to choose presence over projection. You only need to meet their words and actions, not with naivete, but with the awareness that pain speaks in many languages: sarcasm, withdrawal, irritability, defensiveness. When someone speaks harshly, pause. When someone doesn't text back, breathe. When someone disappoints you, step back. Choose to respond not from your wound, but from your awareness. This doesn't mean you let people walk over you. It means you stop reacting from fear. You stop making yourself the center of every story. You open the possibility that their behavior has nothing to do with your worth and everything to do with their own struggle. Compassion doesn't always mean closeness. Sometimes it means space. Sometimes it means boundaries. But it always means seeing clearly without the distortion of ego. And when you practice compassion, even once you are practicing enlightenment. The fourth: My worth is not defined by productivity. This is the hidden sickness of our time. The belief that if you are not producing, you are wasting time. That your value is in your output. That if you slow down, you are falling behind. But the Dharma does not measure time in tasks. It measures awareness in each moment. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself. You are allowed to say, "I've done enough today," even if the world tells you to keep going. Buddhism teaches right effort, not relentless effort. Effort that aligns with truth, not ego. Effort that supports liberation, not burnout. You are not a machine. You are a soul, a presence, a fragile, resilient, breathing being, and your peace is sacred. If you need to lie down today, lie down. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to walk away from the noise and sit in silence, then that is not wasted time. That is wise action. Tell yourself every morning, "I am enough," not because of what I achieve, but because I am here. I am awake. I am willing to walk the path with care. And that is more than enough. The fifth piece is always available to me in this moment, through this breath. Peace is not found when everything calms down. It is found when you learn to breathe inside the storm. The Buddha sat beneath the Bodhi tree and did not wait for silence. He sat with fear, with craving, with Mara, the inner voices that whispered doubt, temptation, ego. And he stayed, not to fight, but to witness, to know them, to greet each fear with the same response, "I see you." You can do this too. When your mind begins to spiral today, pause, breathe. When your thoughts race ahead, breathe. When your emotions swell, breathe. Say gently, "I don't need to chase calm. I am the calm. I don't need the world to be still. I can be still within it." Even one conscious breath can change your posture, your decision, your tone, your whole hour. Peace is not a reward. It is your nature. And each morning, you are invited to remember. These 5 truths are not just ideas. They are practices, anchors, seeds that you return to not only when things go wrong, but every day, especially when things feel normal, especially when your mind wants to jump ahead. Say them slowly. "I have everything I need to begin again. Nothing I hold on to is permanent. Today, I choose compassion over assumption. My worth is not defined by productivity. Peace is always available to me through this breath." Then sit with your breath, even if just for 1 minute. Then move forward with awareness, and let your day be shaped not by fear, but by remembering, because your morning is a doorway, and you are the one who gets to decide what comes through it. Choose truth. Choose softness. Choose awareness. Choose peace. One morning at a time.